Transform your life with T-Ice Nightly Ritual. Because stagnation is the grave of the lost, inaction the chain of the defeated, and transformation belongs to those who seize each night with unrelenting force to forge their destiny. You're not here to drift in the haze of routine, to let life's inertia bury your dreams. You're here to rise, to ignite your soul with a ritual that reshapes your world, to build a legacy that thunders through time. Picture a girl named Katharine Hepburn, born in 1907 in Hartford, Connecticut, where privilege masked her family's struggles. Her hands steady from childhood adventures, her spirit a inferno no setback could douse. At 24, she faced rejection on Broadway, her unconventional style scorned. Yet her resolve flared with a fire that refused to fade. That fire propelled her to The Philadelphia Story in 1940, redefined cinema. Your ritual is your forge. Will you stoke it, or let it grow cold in neglect? Feel that forge ignite within you. Hepburn's path isn't a distant memory, it's a war drum pounding in your core. Your mind is the first battlefield where transformation is struck, and right now, you're letting it rust. You're drowning in excuses. The soul-crushing day that drains your will, the apathy that chokes your ambition, the failures that sneer you're stuck, silence them. Your mindset isn't your cage, it's your kingdom, and you've let it sink into the mire of idleness. Hepburn didn't let rejection define her, she let it sharpen her. The Hartford whispers, the Broadway jeers, the critics who called her too bold, they didn't break her, they forged her. Picture her at 20, in a family attic, her hands gripping a script, her mother's voice a fierce challenge. Prove them wrong, Kate, while her mind blazed, dreaming of stages and screens. You're buried under the ashes of routine. Scrape them up, hammer them into steel, and reclaim your throne. Rise each night with a hunger that devours stagnation, a will that melts every barrier into molten power. Command your thoughts with the fury of a storm, turn every scar into a mark of war, and let your mindset be the crucible where your transformation begins. You're not a prisoner of your days. You're their conqueror, a ruler destined to transform with this nightly ritual. Steel hardens with belief, the unshakable force that turns dreams into empires. Hepburn believed in a future where her talent ruled the screen, where a Connecticut rebel could redefine elegance. At 24, dismissed by producers, she believed in her craft, rehearsing relentlessly, the flicker of a spotlight her guide, her hands shaping every move. That belief drove her to morning glory in 1933. Her nights a blur of effort, her faith a wildfire. By 1940, she believed in The Philadelphia Story, reclaiming her crown, her conviction a thunderclap. The world scoffed, called her too brash, too mannish, a fading star. But Hepburn's resolve burned brighter. It propelled her to 4 Oscars, her legacy a beacon. You're letting doubt erode you now, question your worth, fearing your dreams are too distant, sinking in routine. Shatter that erosion. Belief isn't a fragile hope, it's a lightning strike that splits the earth, a certainty that draws triumph to you like a magnet. Believe you're a titan, a creator of your fate, a force of nature, and let that conviction roar through your veins, driving you with a momentum no night can stall. You're not here to falter, you're here to prevail. Momentum sharpens with clarity, the piercing light that cuts through the haze of distraction. Hepburn didn't chase every fleeting role. She focused on one vision, mastering her art and breaking norms. After early Broadway flops in the 1930s, she saw the flaw. Scattered performances wouldn't build her legacy. She honed her clarity, perfecting her craft, her mind a laser cutting through noise. Picture her in 1940, on the Philadelphia Story set. The air thick with redemption, her voice firm, I define my story, not theirs. That clarity drove her to the African Queen in 1951, to a career that defied conventions, her influence a tidal wave. You're lost in chaos now, scrolling endlessly, chasing other scripts, letting the world's clamor shred your focus. Halt it. Define your aim with a precision that sets your spirit ablaze, a target so vivid you can feel its weight, taste its victory. Clarity isn't a gentle wish, it's your compass, your anchor in the storm. Hepburn knew her path, do you? Set it each night, and let it guide you like a beacon piercing the blackest night. You're not here to drift, you're here to rule. Beacons ignite vision, the blazing horizon that turns ambition into legacy. Hepburn saw a future where her defiance shaped cinema, where a bold spirit could inspire generations, a vision so vast it stunned the skeptics. In 1932, after early struggles, she envisioned stardom, a dream mocked by directors who called her odd. Picture her in 1940. On the Philadelphia Story's stage, the audience tense, her career at stake, yet her vision held, the applause a promise of triumph. That vision carried her through the 1950s scrutiny, when age loomed, through nights where she planned roles, the air thick with purpose. By 1991, her influence endured, the world her stage. You're stumbling in the dimness of routine. Lift your eyes. See your future ablaze with glory, every peak you'll conquer, every dream you'll seize, every life you'll touch, as if it's already yours. Vision isn't a fleeting escape, it's the blueprint of your rise, the canvas you paint with your soul's fire. Visualize it, breathe it, live it each night. Because what you see with unyielding clarity, you'll conquer with relentless might. You're not here to imagine, you're here to create. Might pulses with purpose, the heartbeat that drives every titan. Hepburn's purpose wasn't fame. It was to shatter molds, to prove resilience could shine, to empower the daring. She saw her family's trials, the societal constraints, her own early flops, and vowed to transcend them. That purpose fueled her 1932 stage debut, driving her to Hollywood in 1933, defying odds. Picture her in 1951, on The African Queen's River, the air thick with danger, her voice steady. We'll conquer our fears. A mission that rallied crews. That purpose turned her life into a testament of strength, its glow a beacon. You're searching for meaning now, waiting for purpose to strike. Stop waiting. Unearth the flame in your core, the mission that sets your blood ablaze, the cause you'll defend when routine looms. Purpose isn't a mystery to solve, it's the inferno that powers your charge, the war cry that resounds with every night. Find it, let it consume you, because a life without purpose is a flicker in the dark, while yours is a blaze that will transform the world. You're not here to linger, you're here to ignite. Blazes demand discipline, the iron will that turns embers into empires. Hepburn didn't rise with ease, she rose with discipline, toiling 12-hour days, pushing her mind and body to the brink. At 24, in auditions, she disciplined herself to excel, her hands steady, her focus unyielding. In 1940, filming The Philadelphia Story, she honed every scene, her set a crucible, sleep a luxury. Picture her in 1951, during The African Queen, the air thick with mud, her voice a command, perfection or sink, the boat her forge. You're tempted by ease now, the night's lure, the endless scroll, the path of least resistance, shatter it. Rise each night with a warrior's rage, carve your destiny with every disciplined strike, let it be the spine of your ascent. Discipline isn't a chain, it's your rebellion, the crown you seize when routine falls. Master it, because discipline is the foundation of every queen, and you were born to stand supreme. Foundations strike with action, the raw power that builds worlds from ruin. Hepburn didn't just dream, she acted, debuting in 1932, starring in Morning Glory in 1933, filming The African Queen in 1951. You're frozen by inertia now, failure looming, judgment cutting, the unknown taunting. Break free. Charge with the fury of a storm, every step a declaration of your might, every move a brick in your empire. Action isn't a timid plan, it's the thunder that shapes your reality, the hammer that forges your world. Strike each night, because every moment you delay is a kingdom lost to stagnation. You're not here to plan, you're here to conquer. Thunder glows with gratitude, the light that turns wounds into weapons. Hepburn spoke of her struggles with gratitude, not bitterness. The rejections taught her grit, the scandals deepened her resolve, the criticism fueled her fire. She thanked her family, her directors. Picture her in 1991, at her final bow, her voice soft, for those who believed in me. You're cursing your battles now, poverty that bites, heartbreak that stings, loss that lingers. Transform them. Every scar, every triumph, every breath. Wear it as a warrior's medal, proof of your survival. Gratitude isn't weakness, it's the fire that turns your past into power, the lens that reveals the gold in your struggles. Embrace it, because the storms that shaped you are the sparks that lift you higher. You're not here to resent, you're here to rise. Sparks bend with adaptability, the flow that turns obstacles into victories. When Broadway failed in 1932, Hepburn adapted, conquering film. In 1940, amid career lows, she adapted, crafting The Philadelphia Story. The world shifts beneath you now. Jobs vanish, trends shift, life evolves. Ride it. You're not a rock to shatter, you're a river carving new paths through stone. Adaptability isn't compromise, it's your evolution, the skill that keeps you soaring. Flow, grow, because the future yields to those who adapt, and you were born to lead. You're not here to resist, you're here to reshape. Leadership thrives on resilience, the unbreakable core that turns pain into power. Hepburn faced rejection, personal loss, aging's toll, yet rose. Life will strike, Betrayal will cut, failure will bruise, despair will claw. Will you shatter? No. You'll rise, forged stronger. A queen crowned by struggle. Resilience isn't survival, it's your reign, the force that turns scars into scepters. Stand tall, because you were born to rule your storms. You're not here to fall, you're here to rise. Reins sharpen with learning, the hunger that keeps your edge lethal. Hepburn didn't start as a star. She learned, mastering acting, studying life, growing through roles. She learns daily, pushing limits. You're resting on old wisdom? Ignite your thirst. Hunt knowledge like a predator, every lesson a blade, every mistake a forge. Learning isn't a task, it's your evolution, the fire that keeps you ahead. Seek it, because those who stop learning fall first. You're not here to stagnate. You're here to ascend. Ascension burns with purpose revisited, the flame that breaks every chain. Hepburn's purpose empowered, guided her through crisis. Hold fast, let it lead you. Purpose is your destiny, lead. Flame forges resilience again, the steel that endures every gale. Hepburn rose through rejections, losses, each scar a triumph. Rise, reign with resilience. Reigns demand learning, the hunger that builds your legacy. Hepburn's growth inspires. Resist stopping, grow. Learning crowns you, soar. Wisdom strikes with resilience, the force that turns blows to victories. Hepburn's path proves resilience eternal. Conquer trials, rule. Ruling pulses with learning, the edge that keeps you eternal. Hepburn's thirst lifted her. Grow, fly. Flight ignites with life transformed, ritual mastered. Hepburn's journey lights the way. You're a storm, rise. Transform your life with a titan's mind, a visionary's belief, a queen's clarity, a creator's vision, a warrior's purpose, a ruler's discipline, a builder's action, a survivor's gratitude, a river's adaptability, a colossus's resilience, an eternal hunger for learning. Embrace this nightly ritual, reign, build, conquer. The world isn't ready, rise now, seize now, blaze your path.